Okay, let's have a look at more example. So this one involve you create your data as a graduate student and then store it in student variable. Okay, and vice versa. You create data as a student and then store it as an undergraduate student. So two things here. So the first one compiles correctly, no problem. A graduate student can be stored in student because student has fewer functions, fewer methods. So S1 can call everything from graduate student object. Okay, so S1 student's variable can access everything that a student needed. All right, so it's fine. Can print. All right, but this is not okay. This is a student being stored in an undergraduate student variable. Okay? So this is not okay. The compiler detects it and report a syntax error. All right? It's an error because S2 must be able to call all the functions and access all the variables of undergraduate students. But this, at compile time, the compiler knows it as a student. So it has smaller number of functions, smaller numbers of variables. So S2, if stored, students will not be able to use everything that's required for undergraduate student. So the system does not allow it. Okay, to allow it, we must pass S to undergraduate student. And therefore, we will use S as undergraduate student from now on. Okay, so at compile time, it now allows, all right, it now allows student to be converted to undergraduate student at compile time by the casting operation. Okay. And what about the run? Let's see the run. So if it runs correctly, it should print the name. Well, it should print a graduate student named Nat and a student, right? A student name Lat. Okay. It should print that if it's done correctly. Let's see. It's an error. Yeah. Doesn't print, is it? Let's check more detail run. Oh, it actually prints something. It actually prints graduate student Nat. So the first part of the code is okay. But the second part is not. The second part is not. Right? Hang on. I think it's gone somehow. I'll run again. Alright. I have to run with detail. Okay, here. It prints S1 alright, but S2 is not alright. And the error takes place on line 12, which is this. And the error message says, class cast exception. Student cannot be cast to undergraduate student. So this is at runtime. It's a student. Right? The actual object that it stores is a student. So at runtime, the system must check if it can actually be casted to undergraduate student, and it can't. It can't because student has less number of methods and variables. Right? It's supposed to be that way because it's a superclass. So the runtime does not allow that. Right? So that's why it produced a runtime exception. Okay? So that's our first example. Let's see other examples too.